What's it like?
How does it feel to be back?
Feels great, man, just to be back out there with the guys and actually going against somebody. I mean, I've been sitting over there for months running routes by myself and just trying to visualize somebody there. So to actually have somebody there, it honestly was 10 times better. I wasn't even thinking about, my planting or anything like that. Like, I felt great. So it was good to be back out there with the guys.
Why now? Like, what was it that said you're ready now?
Just, me mentally, and then they wanted to see a couple of things physically. Talk to a couple of doctors, see how they felt about it, and they came in today this morning, so everything looks good, and I think that it was perfect timing for it.
You've been through this so many times with different injuries and whatnot. Do you have to do anything different, or are you worried, or you just go about it the way you always go about it and hope this isn't an injury here?
Nah, I mean, I'm gonna go about it a little different. I gotta be smarter myself, and what I allow myself to do, and not really push back, because I'm one of those guys that likes to just keep going and going and going, and I know that I got to take my time this time and do things a bit different than I have in the past, and just be patient. I think that's my main thing, because I get antsy a lot of times. I want to get in there 3 reps in a row. I may have to take 1 rep, take a rep off. That's just the way it's got to go, and I just think I gotta hold myself back sometimes.
Shep, do you feel you maybe pushed it a little too much last year when you came back?
Oh, 100%. Did I push myself too much? Yeah, I mean there's only so much they can do. Like, they tell me what I need to do, and try to save me from myself. But last year I felt like, I'm one of those guys where I'll be like, yo, I'm out here on the field, somebody's trying to come sub me, like, get back. I'm about to go another rep. But I just feel like this time around I got to play a little bit smarter and really listen to those guys, because they know best, and they have my best interest. So that's what my focus is.
Jeff, it feels like a cup. Whenever Golden Tate was here, the big thing we were asking you about was he plays the slot, you play the slot. Can you play the other positions? Who's going to be the slot? Now there's like 8 guys here who play the slot. How did that experience help you in terms of maybe you might be the one more on the perimeter if Cole or Crowder or Wandale is in the slot? How did that help your versatility?
Yeah. Just the experience of being able to play outside. I mean, Tate, and even before that, I was playing a little bit of outside. Like, I've always had that versatility, but I mean, it's great having that experience being outside and knowing that I can win outside. I'm not just banked as a slot receiver, and especially when you got guys like Crowder and Beasley who've done it for many years at a high level. You want to be able to have that versatility. It's the easiest way on the field, and those guys work magic in there, so you want to have those guys in there. So more playmakers you can have on the field, and I mean, we got a lot of guys that can just flat out go. So I enjoy that out there.
Chef, you know Saquon as well as anybody. Do you think he was able to clean the slate when he walked back in here? And how does he look to you mentally?
Of course. I mean, that's just what type of guy he is. That's what type of teammate he is. I knew that he was going to be here, just knowing that part of it. And, I mean, he's coming in here with a positive attitude. Everybody's approached him the same way that they always have. And, I mean, he's in here working, and that's what we wanted, and just happy to have him back. And it's different when you have 2-6 in the building.
Do you have any feelings about how it all worked out for him?
No, I mean, I stay in my own lane, boss. You know what I mean? I stay in my lane, baby. I'm just glad I got my boy back here with me, and I get to see him every day.
Did he come? Did you go to him, or he come to you at all? That anything you shared? Because you had to go through the business side of it too, not necessarily the tag, but you had to take a pay cut, obviously, 1 year.
Yeah, I mean, we had our conversations, and that's something that I'll keep private. But we had conversations about everything that was going on. For sure. I mean, that's my best buddy.
Chef, you've run the gamut here in terms of experience. The young guy, now you're the veteran.
Mm-hmm.
You have the draft pick. Now last year's pay cut. Now you're really fighting for a spot. Talking about what you said, being smart, being patient. Yeah. How does that go against you, the competitor that knows you've got something to earn here?
It is what it is. I control what I can control, and that's staying on the field, and when I'm on the field, doing something. So, however it shakes out, I believe in God, and I believe that he has something planned for me regardless of however it shakes out. So I control what I can control, and that's being healthy, staying on the field. And then when I'm on the field and I get an opportunity to show my, and so that's what I'm focused on.
You're a veteran. You're one of the veterans in our locker room. I'm curious, it's a big topic recently, that whole running back market, going back to Saquon for a minute. How much is that running back topic in general amongst guys in the locker room, like the running back value kind of deal?
And that's not in any of the conversations that I've been in. I mean, that is what it is, and it's unfortunate, but that's just the business side of it. And it is what it is. But as far as conversations in the locker room stuff, hasn't been much in at least my circle. So.
You obviously were around all last year for the playoff run, and this is the time of year where everybody's up. All 32 teams think they can make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Any different this year because there's belief, but because we actually did it behind it, like last year? Does it feel more optimistic? Anything about what you guys can do this year?
No, I mean, you got to leave last year as last year. You can't bring it over into the season. Everybody has a new team. You just kind of, you got to start from zero. And we got to work our way to get back to a playoff team. But that's not ultimately the goal for us. Our ultimate goal is to put a banner up here. So, it was great making the playoffs. And it's been a while. It's been since I was a rookie that we made the playoffs. So it was a great accomplishment. But ultimately, that's not what we're setting out to do when the season starts. So, last year was a wash for us, and we're a completely different team. Looking forward to what we got.
Is the banner something Dable talks about? Like, is he setting that kind of expectation and tone internally?
Yeah, I mean, he tells us that every day. We're not exactly what I just told you is what he tells us. I mean, that's what our goal is. It's not to make the playoffs. To put a banner up here. So everybody knows that, and that's the reason why we play this game. So it's pretty clear.
You've played with guys who are considered freaks before. Where does Waller compare?
That boy, that boy's something special. I was telling people today, I'm like, I don't even like for people to be on Wall's back. Like, they got a tight coverage and they want to make a breakup. But don't jump on my man's back. That boy's a monster. Did you see him go up and get that ball the other day? I was telling DJ, I was like, man, look, that thing would have been sailing over my head. That boy Wall came out of nowhere. Wow. Yeah, he looked good, though. He's great. He's a freak.
For you personally, what's the mindset? You're not guaranteed anything this year, right? So you don't have that. Like, even when you came in as a rookie, it was a little different. You were a second-round pick. You were obviously given a spot. You knew you were going to be there.
Yeah.
How do you approach that? What do you make of that?
I told you. I'm just the type of guy, like, I don't worry about other stuff. I don't worry about how it's gonna shake out. Like, I don't worry about it. I just worry about where my feet are right now. What can I do to get better? What can I do? Whatever the training staff has me do, how can I get better? If they're gonna have me sit out today, like, that's what situation I'm in right there. I'm gonna listen to them, but when I'm on the field, like, that is my job. That's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to get up and catch the ball. That's what I'm focused on. So whatever decision or however it shakes out, that's just the way it shakes out. Like, ain't nothing I can do about it but do what I do. So that's the way I approach it every day.